Okay, so we have 10C plus AC. So if there is not a number in front of the C, it's automatically 1. A 1. Okay, so 10C plus a 1C is what? 11C. Okay, so for the second one, we have to do our order of operations. So we have a positive 2 in front of the parentheses. So we are going to distribute. And so what is 2 times 2m? 4m. And what is 2 times negative 7? Negative 14. Do we have any like terms? What are our like terms? Okay, so we'll add those to get what? 9m. And then we drop our negative 40. And since we have no more common variables, that would be our final. Okay, with this next one, this negative sign also represents a negative 1. So when it's time to distribute, we're distributing a negative 1. So what would be negative 1 times 2x? Negative 2x. And then what would be negative 1 times positive 5? Do we have any like terms? What are like terms? Okay, so what would that give us? 6x minus 2x. 4x. And then we have that minus 5. And since we don't have any more like terms, that would be our final. Okay. So we're going to go over angles. We'll kind of just go over them. So what we're going to start with, everybody has whiteboards at their desk. So if you'll just get out your whiteboards and your markers.
Make sure you put your packet inside of your folder, please. Put your packet inside of your folder, okay? Yes, baby, give me a minute. What you need? Yeah, give me a minute. Shh, y'all are too loud.
All right. So we're kind of just going to go over the angles. We're going to refresh everything that we've been over. And then we'll go into our worksheet that deals with angles. So if everybody will on their whiteboard draw 2 parallel lines and then a vertical, and then we'll label them A, B, and C.
Yeah. Please listen.
So we have line A, and then B and C. And then we're also going to label our angles. So we have angles 1 through 8. So who can tell me what the relation would be between angle 1 and 3?
Raise your hand. Please raise your hand.
They're vertical. So 1 and 3 would be vertical angles because they share a vertex.
Don't forget you have notes, y'all. You can take out your notes and use your notes, okay?
What is another 2 angles that would be vertical angles? 2 and 4? Correct. So we have 2 and we have 4. So since they share that vertex, they are vertical angles. Who can give me one more?
7 and 5.
7 and 5. So again, 7 and 5 share that vertex. So therefore they are vertical angles. Who can tell me what 2 and 5 are? What is their relationship?
Look at your notes.
Alternate interior. Alternate interior.
Not quite.
Almost.
They're not quite. They're not both on the outside.
So angle 2 and angle 5. Corresponding angles. Good job, y'all. So what would be another example of a corresponding angle? 1 and 8. 1 and 8, yeah. So next we'll go into the same side exterior. So who can give me an example of what same side exterior angles would be? 2 and 6. Good job. So then we'll go into what is the relationship between 2 and 7? So a little different from 2 and 6. It would be 2 and 7. So,
They're vertical.
not quite, because they don't share that vertex.
Alternate
exterior. So since they're on opposite sides and they're both on the exterior side, they would be alternate exterior angles. What would be another example of an alternate exterior angle? 1 and 6. Good job. And then another one would be, not another one, but what is the relationship between 4 and 8? So they're both right here, so what would be the relationship?
They're not side by side. They'll share the same wall.
So are they on the same side or opposites, or alternate sides? Same side, okay, are they on the exterior or are they on the interior? Interior. So they would be close. So they're not alternate because they're on this same side. Same side, interior, good job. So the 4 and 8's relationship would be their inside, interior, same side, interior angles. And then the last one we'll go over as just like, is 4 and 5. What is the relationship between 4 and 5? Angle 4 and 5. So are they on alternate interior? Alternate interior, good job. So those were kind of just going over, and then did they get their worksheet?
Everybody did that worksheet? You want them to keep the whiteboards for now?
If you want to keep the whiteboards to help you work through some of them, you can, or we can. Okay, so since we just kind of went over the different types of angles, we're going to work on part A. So at part A, up at the top it says A and B. So A and B is referring to these two parallel lines. So we can go ahead and label those as lines.
Where's your phone? You said you don't have it.
And then P is transversal. So we were given angle 3. What is the measurement of angle 3? 52. So let's go ahead and write 52. Angle 3. So since we know what angle 3 is, what other angle can we figure out based off of what we know about angle 3?
Number, 2 would also be.
Angle 2 would also, okay, why would angle 2 also be 52 degrees?
Because it's diagonal from.
Because, yes. And what are those called? What is that relationship called between 3 and 2? What kind of angle is that? Not quite.
Somebody said.
Someone
who
want to
said
help
it?
her out? There we go. They're vertical angles. So, what can we also figure out from knowing these? What's another angle we could find? So if we know how much is one is a line, how many degrees? 180. So if we have 52, how would we find angle 1? 180 minus 52, which is,
Have a calculator, use it, please.
okay, so we know angle 1 is 128. So based off of that, what can we also take from that? What can we also find?
4 is also 4.
Okay, and why would 4 also be 128?
On the same, vortex.
Same vertical, same vertex. Okay, so we found all these at the top, but how would we find these at the bottom? What is the relationships that we can use up here to find the angles down here? 2 and 6. So what would 6 be? 52, correct. Why would 6 be 52? What kind of angle is that between 2 and 6? Good job. Okay, so we know 6 is 52, so what can we find from there? 7. And why is 7 52? Because they're vertical. So how would you find 5 and 8? What can we do to find the angle of 5 and 8? Right. So just like we did up here, it'd be the same thing down here, because these angles also are related. And so we could still do 180 minus 52, so that would give us 128. Which would then make 5 what? Angle 5 what? 128. Alright, if y'all go ahead and fill in that chart for part A, and then I'll give y'all 2 minutes to go ahead and do part B as well.
Okay. Person 2, restroom? Stop playing on my whiteboard, little boy. I love your drawing, but put it up. Okay, you gotta try, y'all. You gotta try. Can you go down? I know, but go ahead and write it down, okay?
Okay, so for part B, if the angle 8 is equal to 140 degrees, find the measures of the rest of the angles in the diagram. So we can go ahead and label angle 8 as 140 degrees. Who wants to share how they found the first angle they went for? Like, what was the first angle you found and how did you get it? Okay. Right. And you got what? So 6 is 40. Good job. Who can give me another angle? Good. Right. Why is angle 5 also 140? Correct. They share that same vertex. Good job. Who can give me another
Where the
angle?
pink go?
Oh, that's it, sorry. Here you go, babe, sorry about that.
7. All right. And why is 740? Good job. Yeah, go ahead. Angle 4 is also 140. How did you get 140 for angle 4? Corresponding, good job. All right, and what's another one? Who can give me angle 1? What would angle 1 be? 140. Good job. All righty, and who can give me an angle 3? 40. And how did you get 40?
I subtracted 140 from.
Good job. And then what would angle 2 be? 40. Good job. So make sure we copy all of these down into our into our diagram. And then I will give you another 2 minutes to do the others.
Remember, congruent is same measure. Means they have the same measurement.
correspond. What's another one? Yes, do you see how that works? They're gonna do the same thing for G, okay? Come on, guys, you at least gotta try. Hey, baby. With the. Okay, Sims, gotcha. Here, Aiden. This is the packet, and this is what we're working on right now. You got your pencil? I'll be up there. William, come today.
Okay, so for number one, it says, name all the angles that are congruent to angle A. So what would be one angle that is congruent to angle
I
A?
have candy for people that get it, that somebody that can get it right. Somebody that can get it right, okay?
H, okay, why would H be one of the angles that is congruent to? Okay,
What's the
what's
relationship?
the, what's the relationship?
Sorry to have it.
Right, good up. So what would be another angle?
E.
E, okay, and why E?
They have the same measurement and they're alternate exterior.
So, A and E, not quite alternate exterior, because they're on the same side.
I mean,
So what would be the relationship between A and E?
I don't know.
Starts with a C, A and E, corresponding angles, good job.
They're in the similar position, okay?
And what is another angle that is congruent to angle A? D, and why D?
Because it's vertical.
Because they share a vertex, good job. Okay, so for number two, again, what are all the angles that are congruent to angle G? So this time we're looking down here, so what are some angles that are congruent to G?
Raise your hand, come on, y'all.
F, okay, why F? Cause they share, alright, cause it's vertical, good job. What would be another one? H, not quite, so G and H, they wouldn't be congruent.
You gotta answer the question.
C, because they're corresponding, good job. And what's the last one?
Who said that?
Right here. B, and why B?
The alternate exterior.
Alternate exterior, good job.
Who was that? Raise your hand. Michael, was it, oh, that was you, Christian.
Alright. Number 3, which angle is vertical to angle H? E, good job. And number 4, which angle is vertical to angle C?
B.
B, why B? Mhm. So they share that vertex, right? That vertex. Alright, number 5. If you added the angle measures of angle angle E and angle F, what number would you get? So let's go back up here and we look at E and F. So if these two are added together, what should we get? 180. Good job. Alright. Name an angle that is supplementary to angle B. So what is supplementary? We can tell me supplementary. To equal 180, right. So what angle would be supplementary to angle B? A. Good job. What's another angle that could be, that it could be? Go ahead.
G?
G? Not to B,
Oh.
not quite.
Oh, then D?
D, good job. Angle D. Why D? So-
Cause it's also 180.
Right, so remember, for it to be supplementary, they have to share that line. So for B, it would be A and B, because right here we would get that supplementary line, which is 180, but also B and D share a line. So that's where it would be. Alright, number 7, name an angle that is supplementary to angle H. G, right? And what's the other one? Not C, not quite. So again, they have to share that same line. So right here we have G and H. The H shares it with one more, which would be
E.
not E,
G. F.
F. So again, we're looking right here at this H. So we have G and H, we got that one. But again, H shares this right here, which would mean H and F. Alright, number 8. If you added the angle measures of angle C and angle D, what would you get? So we go back up here, angle C and angle D, what would you get?
180.
180, good job. Alright, number 9. If you added the angle measures of angle E, F, G, and H, what number would you get?
Over here. Go quietly, please, okay? Yes, ma'am.
360. Why 360?
Because it's 180 plus 180 plus the line.
Right. And also, like, if you look at it, so E, F, H, and G, it makes that full circle. And a full circle is 360 degrees. Okay, and then number 10, if you added the angle measures of A, B, C, and D, what number would you give? So again, A, B, C, and D. 360. Good job. If you'll put those in your folders, Ms. Reyes, I think will collect them later. And then, y'all have the other paper? You got the second sheet? Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and flip to this paper.
Keep it in. Put it in your folder, I'm gonna take it later.
Do your comfortability. Just feel the crowd.
Probably go as far as you do.
That's fine.
Alright, so for number 1,
Too loud. Sorry.
so for number 1, we're gonna go through these questions first, and we're just gonna say what the relationship of the angles are first, and then we will go back and solve for them. So for number 1, going back and thinking about the angles that we went over, what would be the relationship between this angle and this angle?
Alternate exterior.
What was it?
Or no,
So are they on the same side or the opposite side?
corresponding.
Not quite. Hmm? So it is going to be an interior because they're sharing. But what would be, are they same side or alternate? Same. And they're on the inside or the outside? Outside. So what would it be?
Corresponding exterior.
Not quite. Go ahead. You on paper.
Yeah, I set them down somewhere. That's what I'm looking for. I actually put them down. Oh, it's on top of it.
What'd you say?
She said same side exterior.
Same side what? Exterior. Good job. Alright. For number 2, what would be the relationship between these two angles? So here and here. And don't forget, you can look at your notes. Hmm. So not vertical, not quite.
Alternate interior.
Alternate interior. Good job. Alrighty. And then for number 3, what is the relationship between these angles? Go ahead.
Corresponding.
Good job. Yeah, corresponding angles. Why would they be corresponding?
So they're like, one's on the interior, one's on the exterior, but they're on the same side.
Alright. So I want you to do number 4, 5, and 6. I just want you to write what kind of relationship of the angles that they are, and then we'll go over them. You'll have about 2 minutes to do that. Alright, so who wants to tell me what they got for number 4? Same side exterior. And how did you get same side exterior? Good job. Same side exterior.
It's frozen. Oh. It's okay. I got them all back there. There it is.
Alright. So who wants to say what they did for number 5? Go ahead.
Same side interior.
Same side interior. And how did you get same side interior?
Sharing it there, on the each side, same side, and then just make two parallel lines.
Good job. Yeah. Same side interior for number 5. And then for number 6. Number 6. So let's do number 6. Okay. Corresponding. And how did you get corresponding?
Because the adverb is about to get one.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Because the adverb is about to get one line.
Perfect. Alrighty.
Alright, let's put that in our folder, please. Put it in your folder, please. I'm gonna give you, this slip. I want you to write your first, last name on it. And I want you to write down the answers to it. This is what you learned today. Wanna see what did you get from it? Pack up, please, and answer these questions. Put the boards under the basket. Dry erase markers, put those